Hi, this is Maria. I'm going to show you some planner basics using Goodnotes 5. This is new, so if you're using Goodnotes 4 and you need to bring over your journals, I've already done that. You will click your gear and import from Goodnotes. Import now will bring everything over. Okay? Now if you're bringing in a brand new journal that you purchased, or simply one that you've saved somewhere and you want to insert into Goodnotes 5, click your plus sign, import, find wherever you have it saved. If you don't have all of these options, click edit. Sometimes they are turned off. If they're turned off, they simply won't show up there. So click edit and make sure everything is turned on that is available to you. And then you can import from any one of those locations. Mine, I keep in the cloud. I have a folder called Journal Originals, so that when I need a blank new copy, I can just pick one up from here, or you can always go back to your Etsy shop and download again. I'm going to import this one. This is a 2019 natural DigiBujo, and it has working links, working monthlies, and working weeklies, and working dailies. Okay, so there's February 3. Anyways, the tips I'm going to show you work on any journal or planner, but this is one I have. Let's just start with the basic tools across the top of Goodnotes. You have 4 squares, which gives you a thumbnail view of your items. Okay. You have a search, which is searching for text in your journal. You have a bookmark, which just doing that creates a bookmark. If you go back to those 4 squares, you have your page selected with a red bookmark, and it also shows up in your favorites, okay, individually or all together with the rest of your thumbnails. To remove that bookmark, simply deselect it. This little tool lets you export just one page or all of your document. This little tool lets you add a page. You can paste, you can add an image. I don't suggest you add your stickers using this, because this will add a whole page to your journal, and there's a different way to do that. You can change templates. Again, I would not do this if you're working in a pre-made journal. There's a way to copy pages, and we'll get to that in a minute. The next tool is your pen tool, which brings you all of your pen options. If you deselect that, you get your swiping options. Okay. The next one is your 3 dots. You have basics of Goodnotes: copy, rotate, change your template. You can scroll vertically now this way. I'm going to put it back to where it was because I like to scroll this way like a book. You have your stylus selection and your writing posture selection. And document editing, you have personal choice here. I left everything the way it came and it's working fine. If something doesn't work for you, you can change it here. Now let's get into the pen options. Okay, the first one is your zoom tool, so you can write in that smaller area. Okay. Now you have, within the zoom, you have a margin that pops up across the side, left and right, and you have a tab for your box itself, and you have a return that takes you back to wherever your margin is. Okay. The next option is your pen tool. You have fountain, ball, and brush pen. Fountain pen is pressure sensitive. Okay. Ball pen is not pressure sensitive. and then the new one is brush pen, and it is pressure sensitive. And it just looks like a paintbrush. It's a little more artistic. Now within your pen tool you have 3 preset colors that you can change by simply clicking the dot, and you can pick another color and it will remember what you've selected there. And that works the same on each of these. Okay, so if you're going back and forth, you can have them handy and just switch easily this way. Now from your palette you can edit and add a color from a palette here, or you can type in a color hex code, or you can add a color from the color wheel, and this color will change the dot that you're working on, the dot that is selected. Okay, so once you find a color you want, you can add to presets, and it gets added there at the end. Remove color removes your dot. Okay, and that is the same for each one of these. You can add a custom color and add it to the same palette for each one of these options. And your pen size is here. Very easy to maneuver, and you can very easily have 3 separate pen sizes to play with. Okay, so that's your pen options. Your eraser tool has clear page. It has erase entire stroke. So if I have it off and I erase, you have 3 eraser sizes. If I erase, I can go just a little bit of the stroke, or I can erase the entire stroke by touching one little part of it. Erase highlighter only. Let's put down a highlighter. Okay. Now erase highlighter only is not going to touch my pen behind it. Okay, so turn that one off to go back to your standard eraser. Now your highlighter has the same functions as your pen tool. Okay, your same presets and your custom colors are done the exact same way, and your highlighter sizes are adjustable here as well, the same way as your pen tools. Okay, now highlighter has another option called draw straight line. So if I select and draw, it's going to straighten the line for me. The shapes tool does not work with your highlighter. The shapes tool is only for your pens. Okay, and that works like the other Goodnotes 4 used to, where if you draw a shape, it will straighten it up for you. Okay, it has a new feature called fill color, and if you draw a shape, it will fill it in that same shade lighter than what you drew it in. Okay, fill color. Snap to other strokes means if you draw a line and you're close, it's going to match the corners for you. Okay, that one had fill color on, so it filled it for me as well. But it needs to be close. You can't overshoot too far. If you're close, it will match up your lines. So that was snap to other strokes. Okay, otherwise it's just a shape tool. Okay, now lasso will let you select handwriting only, or images only, or text boxes only, or all together. Okay, so if you want to move with your lasso some handwriting, you can. Let's add an image. I'm going to click my image tool. I'm going to grab something from my camera roll. I'm going to find my planner page and we'll just grab a sticker, tap and crop, click done, and your stickers are sizable this way now, sizable this way now. They can rotate and you can X to remove it, but your lasso can move your images. Okay, if you happen to write on this, you can select not to move images and move only your handwriting. Okay, now that moved the triangle behind the sticker. Let's see. Yeah, there was a triangle behind the board and it moved that as well. Now you can also move images by long press and edit, and you can move images that way if you don't want to use the lasso. So you have options of how to move that. The other option is to move text boxes, and that works the exact same way. So if you have a text box, you can use your lasso to move that. Okay. Now your image tool, I've already shown that. You can add in images from your camera roll, or you can insert from and click back to locations, and you can pull images from your other options. You have Dropbox, Drive, whatever options you have on your device. If you don't see it here, again, click edit and make sure that it's selected on so that you have all of your options there. You can click done, so you can pull in items from the cloud or from wherever you have them stored. Also across the top here you have images from your camera roll that you can simply bring in this way. Okay, and if you happen to get an image over an image, simply long press, edit, and you can move the sticker. Whichever one you lay down first will stay on the bottom, but you can move these independently by long press and edit, and that will move them. Okay, long press and X to remove, or lasso, make sure images is selected, and you can resize from here, or you can copy, long press, paste, or you can delete. Okay, many different ways to do the same thing. Alright, camera, you can actually use a camera, but I've selected not to. The next option is text. So I've already shown that a little bit here. You can select your text color the same way as your other writing tools. Okay, you can select a hex code or the color wheel, and your presets work the same way. Just pick the ones that you want shown all the time for texting purposes, and let's select that text, double tap to select the whole thing, and then I'm going to click the paintbrush, and now I can align my text within its box. I can change the size of it, I can change the font from here, to whatever I want it to be. Okay, I can change the background color of my box. I can remove the color if I want it clear. I can add a border color. So I selected that blue and it did not show up. You need to have a border number in order for your border to show up. So even if you select remove color, you still need to bring down the border points in order to make that go transparent again. And padding is simply the size of your box. Okay. Now while it's still selected, you can click and change your text color from here as well. Okay. If you use a finger and edit, it brings up the keyboard, but you can move it. If you go below your keyboard, simply move your journal and put your text where you want it. Or you can lasso, make sure text boxes is on and not the image, which is the board. And then I can move my text independently from the other items. Okay? You can also lasso and resize from here. Your lasso is very handy. You can turn your text, tap and color. You can change your text color from here very easily. Cut, copy, and delete. Okay, lots of options here. Okay, so let's go to a weekly spread. Now, this particular journal has working links, but otherwise it's blank, so you can add your own personality to these. So I'm going to add a weekly sticker. So we can add stickers this way, I've already shown that. Or with the Pro, you can go side by side. That's how I prefer to work. And I keep an album in my photos called Planner Stuff, and I'm simply going to grab a weekly spread. So I like this because I can click and view and scroll before I pick what I'm actually going to lay down. Okay, so I think I want this one. I'm going to grab it and drag it over. Okay, now I get to resize. I can size this way. I can size this way. And I can size this way. I can even rotate if I really wanted to. Okay, get it where you want it and click off the image. Okay, now you can lay stickers on top of stickers. So let's do one of these. Drag and drop, tap and crop, and drop that into place. Okay, now you can long press, edit, tap and share in order to copy, and then you can long press and paste, and you can have the same sticker on the other side. Okay, so that's how you copy an existing sticker. Now, if you choose to add in a sticker from a sticker book, let's try that. I'm going to open my sticker book. So now I have two tabs. I'm going to, let's see, find a sticker set. Let's pick this one. And if you use your lasso, I'm going to select images. If you use your lasso to copy and then go back into your journal and paste, the sticker will come over. But then when you crop it, tap edit, tap crop. There's a glitch right now in Goodnotes 5. that when you do this and drop it into place, it disappears. So that's a known glitch. Goodnotes is addressing that. Now I found a workaround. I'm going to undo that because it's there, it's just not visible. I'm going to go back to the sticker book. I'm going to long press, edit, tap, and share, and use that same copy that we used with the other sticker. I'm going to go back to my journal, long press and paste, tap and crop. If I copy and paste that way, my stickers come over. These stay. So let me drop this into place where I want it, and you will see that that one stays in place. Let's do that again. Let's pick another one. Actually, since I already copied, let's see if I long press and paste again. There's that same sticker sheet. Tap and crop. Pick up another one. Size it. Lay it on top of the other one so I get the right size, the same size. And drop it. So doing it that way, your stickers don't disappear. So when you're using a sticker book, don't use a lasso. Long press, edit, tap, share, and copy will allow your stickers to come over. Long press, paste, tap and crop. And you can rotate. Now it's still a little bit glitchy. There are some growing pains in Goodnotes, but you can use your sticker book with your Goodnotes 5. Hopefully they'll address the lasso issue because that is easier, but I found that this does work. Okay, so that is a weekly spread. Oh, and of course you can draw your days of the week and just add in your own personal, just make it your own. You can use a highlighter and straighten my line, and you can highlight, you can make pretty designs with your highlighter. Okay, all your usual planner stuff works. If you make a mistake, you can back up or you can erase. Okay. Alright, so that's a weekly spread. Now if I scroll over, that's February 1. So on my daily spread, let's add in from my side by side a daily sticker. Okay, size it to where you want it, drop it into place. Everything works the exact same way. You can also add stickers this way like we did earlier. There's that same planner album. Okay. And of course you can also add from your sticker book the same way we've been doing. It all works the same. Long press, edit, tap, share, and copy. Long press and paste, tap and crop from your sticker book. Okay, long press and edit, tap and share, copy, long press paste, and that copies just the flowers and not the entire both stickers. If you try to lasso, you're going to pick up the sticker behind it. So what you want to do is long press and edit. Long press, edit, tap and share in order to copy. Now that's only because I'm moving a sticker over a sticker. Otherwise, the lasso tool will work just fine to move your images. Alright, so there's your daily, there's a weekly. Now what if you wanted to add a page? So let's say you're in your sticker book and let's go to the end of the sticker book. Let's see, pen tool. My extra page, I know for a fact, is my last page of my journal, and you filled up your sticker book and you want to add a page. Okay, I wrote in last one. So the easiest way to just duplicate an exact page at the end is to slide, and you're selecting pull to add a page. If you do that, you will make an exact duplicate. Okay? And all of your links will work. Okay? Now, I'm going to close out my sticker book. Let's go back into another journal. This is a good example. Let's go into March. This particular journal comes with one monthly for each, one monthly, one weekly, one daily, and one blank, and then you go into the next month. So I know for a fact I need to copy my weekly spread. So in order to do an exact copy exactly the way it is, I'm going to click the plus button, and you have the option of before or after. I'm going to add the current page, and now I have two of those. Okay, and my links work. Okay, and that was March. So there's my first one and there's my second one. Now because you have the text option, you can change these easily to, let's say you want a Sunday start. I can click my text, pick a font color, and start typing. Okay, I'm going to click my paintbrush, select the whole thing, and I'm going to pick a background color. Of white. Okay. Double tap so I can make that text fit inside that field. And then I can move it. Every time you touch it with your finger or with the stylus, the keyboard pops up. Now you can always move your journal around if you need to see behind it. Or you can simply use your lasso for text boxes and move it this way. I find the lasso easier also because you can resize very easily from here, and you can change your text color with the lasso. Okay, so you can change all your days this way. Actually, I've already done it with February, so let me show you that. I've already changed these to Sunday start, so I'm going to lasso my text boxes, tap and copy, and then I can go back to March. I can long press and paste and change all of my weeklies without having to type them all in. Okay, that one I just did. If I decide I don't like it, lasso, cut, lasso, copy, long press paste, and I can go through all of my weeklies and change them over. Okay, very easy. Now let me go back to my DigiBujo. Now let's say I have a monthly spread, I have a weekly spread, I have daily spreads, and I decide I wanted to copy a journal page and add it between these two. So let's click the pen tool. I'm going to find a blank page. Now this one gives me notes, spare dots, a blank page. I'm going to copy a notes page. Okay, this is the one I want, and I'm going to copy it and add it throughout my journal. So I'm going to go to my 4 squares. It's going to find the page that I'm on. I'm going to select, click that item that I want, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to click done, close that, thumbprint, find where I want to add it. So there's my monthly spread, and I want to add it after the monthly. So I'm going to 4 squares. It selected the one I'm on. I'm going to click the down arrow. Every one of these has a little down arrow, and I'm going to add page after. Paste. And now I have inserted a writing page after my monthly. Now if I really wanted to, I can from here paste that after every monthly. Paste. Monthly, writing, and then you go into your spreads. Now you don't have to do this. I'm just illustrating that it's possible to duplicate an existing page in your journal very easily doing this. Okay, now there's other ways to do this. Now once you have it in here, let's say you need a page 2 of your journal. If you want an exact copy, just a copy, you can go back to here and do it from here. Duplicate, or, well, let's do that. Duplicate, and now you have 2, okay? 1, 2, or you can click the plus mark, and it has this current page option. So if you can add quickly from here, and now I have a third one. 1, 2, 3. So there's many options on how to add a page, and you can certainly duplicate a page. This was an existing page somewhere else in my journal. Duplicate and move and place it where you want it. Now another thing, if you change your mind and you don't want these, go back into your 4 squares, find the ones you don't want, check, 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 and trash, and they will remove from your journal. Okay, and click done. Something else that I noticed, particularly in this one, I don't like the order my pages are in. So in this particular journal, you've got a monthly, you've got a weekly page. I'm going to mark these so I can move them. That's week 1. And then you have your daily pages. So that's March 1, March 2, week 2 of March. Okay, and then all the days of the week until you get to week 3, week 4, week 5, and week 6. Now I'm marking these because I'm going to move them and it'll be easier to see them. Okay, so now here's week 1. When you click your 4 squares, you can see that there's a monthly, weekly, daily, daily, weekly, daily, daily, weeklies. And I don't happen to like that order. I want all my weeklies together. So in order to just rearrange your pages without breaking your links, just grab your week that you want to move and simply move it. So now I have monthly, week 1, week 2, and dailies. So I'm going to move week 3 right after week 2, week 4, okay, find week 5, and week 6, and I'm simply going to move it. And that way, when I click my monthly again, there's March, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All my weeklies will be together, and then my dailies come in. And my links still work. Week 2 takes me to week 2, week 3, and my daily links also were not altered. Okay? Even though I moved all those pages around, everything still works. So that's my tips for Goodnotes 5. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped. Please like and subscribe my page. You will do me a huge favor. If you click on the bottom right of your screen, there's a little arrow at the bottom, a little black arrow. If you click that, you will bring up the information from my video, all of my videos, and links to everything I've used in the video. So like and share and follow me on Instagram, and thanks for watching.